One of the biggest challenges most people find if they're publishing children's books to Amazon KDP and they elect to use AI software is to get consistency of their characters. Sometimes just getting consistency of one character is hard enough, let alone 2 or 3 within the scenes. So what I'm going to do is actually to show you a software platform which I've run a few videos on already, but I'm going to create another character. I just want to show you how easy it is to get these characters in place and then to have that consistency between scenes. So you can change their expression, you can change what they're wearing, you can change the background, you can add different characters in there, and it's a wonderful platform. And unlike all the others out there that I can actually find, you can try and use something like ChatGPT to do this, the consistency, but it just doesn't work as well. And the platform that I do use is Neolemon, and you'll find that the structure of it, the usability of it is just nice and simple. So let me jump onto Neolemon now. Let's create a brand new character. Let me show you how easy it is, and then you can choose whether this is something that you want to use for illustrating your children's books using AI for Amazon KDP. So as I mentioned, the platform is Neolemon. You can go to neolemon.com, or I'll also provide a link in the description of this video, and you can use that link to go straight to this. So you can start with a free trial. If you scroll down, you'll see all the different ways that you can develop your illustrations or characters. And if you're looking at the pricing structure, then it is $29 per month, and you get 600 credits, which is a significant amount if you're creating books. $29 is far better than if you're looking at engaging an illustrator to create your books. And of course, there's always going to be a place. If you want to engage an illustrator, then go ahead and do that. I've done it personally myself and continue to do it. However, if you're wanting to create different kinds of books like I'm going to be showing you with the characters today, then this platform is ideal for what I want. It's quick, it's efficient, it's user-friendly, and you can create books fairly quickly and efficiently by using Neolemon. Let me sign into my account and I'll show you how to create your initial characters and then create that consistency. So I'm on my dashboard now. You can see on the left hand side there's plenty of different things you can choose from. You can go to Character Turbo, which is under Create New Cartoon. That will give you most of the things that you need if you just want to create your initial character. So what we're looking at is creating a character like this one where it's straight up front, and we just don't want any background, like a plain background. So we create our initial character and then we can build upon that with the background and their facial expressions and what they're wearing. So let me go back to home. We go to create new character. You can see here we can go to concept cartoon character. You can also upload characters and backgrounds. You can do a lot of different things. So we're just going to start with this one just here. Now I'm going to use an existing character description, but we're going to change it. So I'm going to say change the age. We're going to say 12 years old. We're going to, instead of short, we'll go long. Golden blonde hair, blue eyes, and light freckles across his cheeks and nose. He has a warm, sun-kissed complexion and a gentle, curious expression. We'll call him Mark. Mark wears red. We'll say change this up. We'll go blue, just so you can see how easy it is to create this. But what you're wanting to do is to have your character exactly as you want. You don't want to say not wearing something. It is he is wearing blue shorts or whatever they might be, and we'll say and a light. We'll call it green. T-shirt. He's barefoot with soft, childlike proportions and a calm, friendly smile. You can also AI improve it. That actually helps with getting everything right, and so the AI software actually understands what you're doing. So you can see how it's changed it. What we're wanting is a full body front view, and what we might do is just get rid of that. We just want that, and then background. We will go first off. We want a plain background. That's important. I'm glad I'm doing this video because what you want to do is create your almost like your initial avatar, and then we can expand on the background later. So let's just keep it as a plain background, plain white background. Therefore, that's going to keep it like that. So that's the only thing. If you use AI Improve, it might try and prompt the background information as optional or the expression. We just want a full body front view and plain white background. Now, I'm going to go a square. Most people, and I've done it before, have used Pixar inspired, but I'm actually going to go down to Claymation. So maybe try that and you'll see the quality of it. So what we do, we generate, and you'll see in a moment how quickly this actually comes up. If you compare it to other platforms like ChatGPT, it can take a few minutes. This will take probably another 15 seconds or less, and it will come up with the illustration. So let's wait for us to load up. So it's my character to begin with. I've actually noticed that when I did the AI Improve, it changed to a 5-year-old. So that's why that has changed that up. So I could, if I wanted to, go back and change it to a 10-year-old. That's another important pickup, and that's why rather than editing this out, you get to learn along the same track that I do. So we could go back and create the new character and change the age. We can do all that if we wanted to. But let's stick with the 5-year-old character, because now we've got our avatar. The long, blonde, flowing hair. We've got the light green t-shirt, the blue shorts, board shorts. Now, what we want to do is we want to change this up. So we go to Edit Action, and in this, we can actually change the action and the background. So let me write this up, and I'll come back to you and show you before I push Generate. So what I've done is create more of what I want the scene to start to look like. And this will be important to try and get the character. So what I might even do, at the moment, I've got hands on hips, standing confidently, upright posture. The boy is standing on the shore at the beach with the water lapping at his feet. Seagulls are flying in the distance. The day is sunny. If I wanted to, I could actually add a red hat. I could add a broad-brimmed hat if the character is at the beach. So we can add that as well. So it's more of a sun smart kind of feel if it's a children's book. I might just do that. So we can also have quick examples we can choose from. But let's go Generate. We've got our initial picture here. Now we're changing this up. And let's see how consistent it's going to be from our initial avatar, which we can always reference back to, through to the new illustration. Okay, so it's come up now. Absolutely perfect. If we scroll down, you can see exactly the same clothing. So water lapping up against the feet, standing confidently with hands on hips, and the red broad-brimmed hat. Let's try one more, and I'm going to get our character. Let's have a character building a sandcastle on the beach. Again, we could add another character in if we wanted to. What I'd probably ideally do is you download this character, so we can always add 2 characters into the one illustration if we wanted to. So I've got a spare one. We can just experiment with one, and I'll show you how that's done. But at the moment, we've got that there. We can edit the action. So we can just change that simple prompt, and you'll see that everything remains consistent. Then the last thing that I'll do is just show you how easy it is to add another character in here as well. So what we do, we go down to Generate. We might even change here. We might go get rid of that action. So AI will naturally create the illustration so the boy is probably kneeling on the ground playing with the sandcastle. Let's go down and go Generate and wait for this to generate now. And here's the character. Looks a little bit angry. So what you could do, you could change that so you have a smiling face. So we're broad hat and smiling. So let's just change that up, because I don't want an angry little toddler building a sandcastle on the beach. And that's why it's important to have this consistency. So if there is a change up like that we want to do, we're not going to change the character at all, just their expression. So let's have a look at that, and there's other ways we could change that as well. There we go. That's much better. And it's a beautiful, absolutely amazing illustration that we could do. So let's just do one more thing where I want to bring both my characters doing something with someone else. So what we can do, we can go back home, Now what I'm quickly going to show you how to do is if you want to bring two characters into the one scene. So we go create new character, we go upload characters and backgrounds, if you want to add the background, and then you've got the choice of 2 or 3 characters. If we just do 2, I'm going to upload the images, so let me do that right now. And then once I've done that, I can change this. Let's just call this go ski, if I do it correctly, ski, beach. And then I'm just going to do a scene description. So I'd go at ski is standing with at beach at a fancy dress party. Let's just see what this comes up with. I'll keep it nice and simple, but I could say that there's other characters in the background all in fancy dress. But what I want to demonstrate is how they can bring both characters into the one scene together. And you can add a third if you wanted to as well. We want to make this square, and we go generate. And then the illustration comes up perfectly. We've got both of our characters that are at a fancy dress party. We can go and change things, we can edit things. One of the other key things that you need to do is to download. So you can download this as well. If you wanted to, you could have a transparent background. So if you go transparent background, it'll actually remove the whole background and just have your two characters just standing beside each other. So that can do that technology as well. It keeps your same one, but you've got both of your avatar characters together, and we can change their expression. We can do all that as well. So that's how you quickly do the multiple characters within Neolemon. So you can see how I've been playing around with different characters. This is a great one. My Yeti, so you've got the characters there. You can reuse prompts, you can change things up. It really has a huge amount of things you can do, expression editors, perspectives, so you can go a top angle or side angle. All of the things are possible within Neolemon. So I really hope that you found this tutorial helpful. It just brings together some of those key things of remaining or keeping characters consistent throughout your entire book. Bringing in different characters, you can bring them in, bring them out, add expressions, change the background. But the most important thing is to get consistency. There are still going to be some small errors made. So if you had, say, swimming goggles on the character's head, there's a chance that within one of the next images, those goggles could change. So try and be very careful with adding extra things that could possibly change, like little items. But other than that, it's amazing how consistent the images can be. But have a play around, jump onto neolemon.com, you can have a free account, set that up. If you want to, you can just do trial that first subscription month, generate some images, see how you go with that. But it really is a great way that you can generate images for children's books using AI. If you have any other information that you want me to help you with AI technology, just leave it in the comments below and I'll try and help you out. Remember, you can always visit my website, globalselfpublishing.com, for more information. So until my next video, I look forward to seeing you then.